Just got my license.
Easy. Damn.
Yeah.
So holding back was never an option? You know, let's start talking about the kids who aren't ever talked about.
Exactly. Welcome to Jersey Mat Chat.
Hello, my name is Kurt Pellegrino. I'm the owner and operator of Pellegrino Mixed Martial Arts in Manasquan, New Jersey. I want to tell you about our Little Rollers program. Our Little Rollers program is really, really special. Our kids program goes from 3.5 to about 11, 12. Our Little Rollers program is really, really unique. Me personally, I have my eyes, hands, ears, everything are on these kids, your little ones, making sure that they're doing wrestling, duck walks, butt scooting, they're doing lots of live. And the best part about this, instead of coming home from kindergarten or coming home from work and your children are stuck watching TV, they're not playing with toys on their tablets, bring them to our gym. It's a lot of fun. I have up to 8 coaches, 3 black belts are teaching the class, including myself. And we always have at least anywhere from 8 to 3 coaches on the mat with your kids. Our classes are fun. We're not like sitting there playing kickball. We're learning gi grips, positionals, takedowns, everything. This is a really great gym. We would love to have you in. We offer a free week.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. We're here at Pellegrino's MMA in Manasquan, New Jersey. Thanks to Kurt for letting us set up shop here and interview my man, Armani McCann from Jackson Township. Armani, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you being here. Lots to talk about. So let's start off with the merger. Jackson Memorial and Jackson Liberty merged. You're a part of that merger on your final year. So far, how's the overall vibe of the school going, the program going? You know, what are you getting out of that?
School-wise, it's very chaotic, honestly. Like, we had an hour-long lunch period. It got taken away. Too many fights. Like, just these kids.
Too many fights this year?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, first month of school, there was probably 20 fights. So they took away our hour lunch. We get like a 15-minute lunch now. It's kind of crazy.
So what do you do for the other 45 minutes?
We're in third period way longer. Like, yeah. And program-wise, I think it's great. Like, we have a lot more kids, a lot more heart. They obviously have to adapt to our culture, like at what it was at Liberty. But I think it's going to be good. We have a lot of talent, honestly.
Because it's like your house. They're the guests,
Yeah.
technically, even though they're not. But they're coming into your house.
Mhm.
I get it. So what are you guys looking like as a team this year?
As a team, it's honestly great. Like, we have a lot of the kids from last year at Liberty, and then we have a lot of good kids that are bought in from Memorial that, like, they didn't really have the coaching or team last year to be great, but now with like our new coach and we're all together, I feel like it'll merge well.
Are you guys Group 5?
We are.
You are Group 5. Are you Central or South? Do you know?
I want to say Central.
Central?
I
Okay.
want to say Central.
Yeah, so Group 5. Yeah. Jackson Memorial historically was powerhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, they were rolling. That's back when Scott Goodall was the coach, and they would just have hammer team after hammer team after hammer team. And then, of course, they separated because of Liberty, and everything comes full circle.
Yes.
So what are you looking at? What's your season looking like in terms of, like, what weight class do you anticipate going?
Honestly, between 44 and 38, I mean, I'm not huge 44. I walk around 50 lean, like all year round. I don't really gain or get too low. But it's between me and Pazinko, whether we want to go 30 or 44. We're both the same size right now, so it's kind of tricky. It's whoever's body adapts well.
Is he a senior?
He's a senior as well.
All right. And you guys are both captains?
Both captains.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you guys got to, now how do you think how are you going to hash that out? You just going to have a conversation, or are you going to have a wrestle off?
Honestly, it happens every year. Like last year we had four of our best guys, same weight, first day of practice. And honestly, coach is like, hey, if you can do it, that would help our team out a lot. And, you know, the kids understand, like, they want to be a part of something great and they want to help the team out as much as they can. So they willingly do it, cut or go up.
Okay. Now, see, when did you start wrestling?
I started wrestling when I was 8. So 3rd grade, I did martial arts first, and that's how I kind of got into wrestling. Yeah.
Okay. Your dad owns a gym?
Yes. Inner Power Martial Arts.
Inner Power Martial Arts. Okay. And that's in Howe.
Yeah.
Okay. So was he a wrestler?
He was. Him and his brother, they were South Plainfield when, like, the whole dynasty before Asheville. My uncle, Kevin McCann, he was the head coach of South Plainfield.
Oh, that's your uncle.
Yeah, it's my
small world. Okay.
Yeah, so that kind of got me in. They were like, he's too rough for martial arts here, so we got to get him to wrestling.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you started young. Now how old are you?
I'm 17, just turned.
Just turned 17. Okay, so you didn't hold back.
No.
Interesting. 17-year-old, just turned 17-year-old as a senior. Did you ever consider reclassing?
In middle school for football, honestly, at first, because I was football and wrestling and also martial arts, but I was never big into wrestling until high school. And then it really wasn't a conversation for wrestling holding back. It was all about football. And then got to high school and I just was like, I'll go with the flow.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, kids who reclass, fine. Like, I believe you do whatever you think is best. And, but usually kids who are talented in the sport, I would say definitely the majority of them, not all of them, but the majority of them do reclass or hold back, whatever term you want to use. Looking back now, do you wish you would have reclassed?
Honestly, I mean, no, I have no regrets. I mean, maybe if I reclassed, I could have got hurt or I don't know.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, I think everything happens for a reason. No, I like being young too. I feel like my body is more younger than these older guys. They get hurt more often.
Do you think so technically you'll be 17 years old in college?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was very common years ago.
Yeah.
But being a 17-year-old kid on campus at any university, I think when it comes to boys especially, because boys are knuckleheads by nature, are your parents okay with you being that young on away at college?
My mom's always been like mad. Or like kind of frustrated that I'm like younger wrestling these grown men.
Right.
Eventually, like I adapted and I don't know. I feel like I can hold my own against these older guys or honestly beat them up. So she supports whatever I want to do.
That's
like
good.
She's great. Yeah.
So a recap. Let's go back to your freshman year.
Yeah.
You were a little guy.
Little guy, 106.
106.
Yeah.
So how did your high school career start?
Honestly, wasn't big into wrestling. Well, I was always athletic in middle school. Like, we had a great rec program. And then coming in high school, I was maybe 115. I was a little guy, first time cutting weight. And I just loved the team at Liberty, like the coaches. They made me love it. And I would just practice every day, twice a day. And I'd jump levels from middle school. I never won like the blue division or none of that, or never even qualified for states in middle school. And then came into high school and I see like I can hang with these guys who accomplished a lot in middle school. So I just was bought in ever since. And like I was so hungry. So
that was your freshman year.
That was my freshman year.
How was your postseason as a freshman?
Postseason, I took 5th in the region. I fell up short. I lost to a kid that I majored in the season. I was nervous. I was, mental case, honestly. First time being in the regions as a freshman.
Yeah, I get it. And then sophomore year, you grew a little bit.
Yeah.
120?
120.
120?
Yeah.
And how'd that postseason go?
I qualified for states. I was the 9 seed, actually, and I was just cutting way too much weight. Like, the second night of AC, I was cutting like 12 pounds in the bathroom, just jump roping and with the steam on. It was horrible. It just took a toll on like my love for the sport and like sports suppression. I don't know. It just wasn't great. And obviously I still love wrestling, but the cutting weight just wasn't for me.
Okay. Now, last year as a junior.
Yeah.
We all know, but I want you to tell me. So how did your junior year go?
Junior year, didn't cut much weight. I mean, I shedded a few pounds of fat early on, but I made 38 or 40 very easily. Like, never really cut. I was eating a meal, but like day of weigh-ins. I broke my wrist in the middle of the season. I was out for 6 weeks in a cast, and then won the districts, won the regions. I placed 8th in the state.
So where am I getting at here? You started off freshman, steadily rising up. I like to call it that, the hiccup year. You didn't have that.
Yeah.
It's steady rising. And the interesting thing is you're doing this without cutting, if you say you don't cut weight, I believe you. I don't think you're going to sit here and just lie.
Yeah.
And you're doing this without cutting weight. And looking at you, you do not look like an opposing 150 pounds by any means.
Yeah.
You look very lean. You have the frame of a 26 or a 32 for sure. And you're still holding your own. You're placing in Atlantic City at that savage of a tournament. Just pretty much at your walk-around weight. That's pretty impressive. Now you're going into your senior year. I'm assuming your goals have changed. So what's Armani McCann's goal now as a senior?
The difference between my goals now and like freshman, sophomore year, it was just touching podium because like it was kind of unheard of at Liberty. Like I was the first state placer in 10 years. Now it's just honestly to be like the best wrestler I could be. Like I'm still hungry, but I just want to analyze the sport and like score as many points as I can. Obviously take top 3 in the state, you know, just help my team out as best as I can. Like I love my team, returning leader of the team. I just want to, you know, make it a great year to finish off high school.
Okay. Now, how are you academically in school?
Academically, I'm well. I mean, I started off rough freshman, sophomore year. I'm not gonna lie, but I made a good academic comeback. Especially getting in touch with these colleges, they see that like you were a little bit of a knucklehead your freshman year, but we see the growth.
Yes.
So we're good now.
Do you enjoy school? Not outside of the social aspect. Like, do you enjoy the academics and challenging yourself?
Some aspects I enjoy the learning. I kind of treat wrestling as like a job, and I have to be good at school if I want to love and keep doing wrestling. It's like it's a part of the job. Honestly, that's what I like to see it as. Like, if I want to do good in Atlantic City, I gotta be good on my math test.
I agree. So let's say in 10 years you were forced to become a teacher. What subject would you teach?
History.
Really?
Love history. Big history guy. Yeah.
Okay. Teach me something about history. What do you think? Give me something that I wouldn't know. What do you think?
I love U.S. history. I just love all the basics. I don't know if I could teach you off the top of my head.
Like presidents and stuff like that? Or are you talking about the wars?
Wars, yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. I mean, there's so much to learn about that stuff. And it's ironic, you know, personally, I love history too.
Yeah.
So I get it. Now, so in school nowadays, when you learn about, let's say, history, is it something that you feel that you can apply later in life, or is it just strictly knowledge?
Honestly, just knowledge and like good conversation. Like, like I'm not gonna go to a family barbecue and talk about Y equals MX plus B. I'm gonna talk about U.S. history.
True. No, that's true. It's definitely a conversation starter. That's funny. So Trey, so talked about academics. Everything's on the up with you from a growth as a wrestler and a growth as a student. So let's talk about colleges. So what are your current plans, or what's on the slate for you for the next level?
Yeah, right now I have a few Division I offers. I still got to take a few more visits, either before season, mid-season. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
I could go to the top D3 schools I've already visited, like TCNJ, JWU, and they have great cultures there. It's just the money. Like I really don't want to be in debt after college, so we're honestly leaning more towards Division I. And I'm just trying to have a great year. Hopefully get some more offers by the end of my senior season. Yeah. And we'll decide from then.
Where do you envision yourself? Do you envision yourself far away, or are you a close to the nest kind of kid?
I could do either or. I mean, you know, I love my parents. They do a lot for me, so it'd be hard going away. But if that's where I feel like I'd be best at, like cross country, I would go.
Okay. Are you an only child?
No. I have a sister and 2 older siblings. Okay. Little sister.
All right. Are they athletes?
My sister was a wrestler, actually.
Really?
She used to beat my ass. Oh,
no. This is we're pro First Amendment here.
Yeah. Okay. So she used to beat me up, and when we were little, we wrestled at the same time. Then she was beating up all the guys, and then she broke her elbow, like illegally got slammed, broke her elbow. She tried to come back after, and it just wasn't the same. And now she's a cheerleader, big gymnast.
Okay.
So
how old is she?
She's a year younger than me, exactly.
Oh, so did she go to
at Jackson?
So what's that like, having a younger sister in the same school that you're at?
Yeah, it's great, honestly. Like,
great.
I think so.
All right,
we're close, yeah.
But I mean, from what you have to monitor and deal with having a younger sister there.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, I gotta make sure, you know, the boys.
You're right. Yeah, I get it. It's a little respect factor, right? Yeah. But at the same time, if a good kid likes her, you also got to be the big brother and say, nah, he's got my approval.
100%,
you'd rather be here with a... Now, in a silly way, like, would you rather her be close with a wrestler? Because wrestlers are generally they're more respectful kids. They're, harder workers and
honestly, yeah. I mean, if she's happy and whoever she
big brother
likes, I mean, I approve. So
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
So training, where do you predominantly train?
Elite all the time and inner power martial arts.
Okay.
I mean, I invite coaches, kids from all around New Jersey who just come to scrap, have constructive practices ran there. So
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. So Elite, you've been training there pretty much your whole life?
No, I was a short thing kid when I was first started from like 8 years old to 8th grade.
Okay.
And I really wanted to be on like one of the national teams. I could never get on one of the short thing ones. They were always loaded.
Right.
So I came to Elite first month, put me on a team, and ever since I just stuck.
Okay.
And like, I love their hard culture there. Like, they're tough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that room many, many times.
Yeah.
It's really super steamy and hot.
Yeah.
They flow with practice differently than any other club I've seen. And sometimes different isn't bad or good. It's just, they're different. They do things different there. So I can see why kids are, go there and like it there. I can clean it. It's off the grid. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, it's good. Definitely great partners, great coaching. So what else do you think is going on in wrestling that you've seen that you would like to change? Is there anything about the sport that you wish was different?
Honestly, not much I can think of. I do love the 3-point takedown, four back points.
Okay.
I love that. Maybe like, honestly, if I could change like a rule, like a push out, like how it is in freestyle would be 1. I think, if the guy is constantly backing up, you push him out, easier to get 1 instead of like waiting to keep getting banged with stalling.
Okay.
That's what I would change, honestly.
So you're a freestyle guy?
No.
You're not a freestyle
I'm
guy?
not. I mean, I compete freestyle, but I like folk style more because I like to get funky, go across my own back sometimes.
Yeah.
So
I say this almost every episode. I find it interesting how some kids love freestyle and some kids couldn't care less if they ever did it. And I always find that it's intriguing because they're two totally different sports. And I've always wondered what makes a kid love it and what makes a kid say, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want to do it." And you just gave a reason.
Yeah.
And I've always found that interesting. So the push out, when you technically in folk style, if you're pushing a kid out of bounds, technically, like if you're extended, you're the one actually doing the stalling.
yeah.
Technically,
Yeah.
I believe that is the interpretation of the rule. But yeah, I do think, kids have mastered the art of wrestling the line. And I think it can make wrestling boring. It makes it tougher on the officials because line calls are so, so I agree. I agree with you when that has to be addressed at some point.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of the things that how has wrestling changed you?
As a person,
Yes.
I think it's my whole personality. Like I don't know. It made me grow as like a person, crazy, like maturity wise, like how I just see life, and like makes me go hard. Like I said, school. Like if I want to be a great wrestler, I have to do good in school. If I want to be a good person, like I gotta, go the extra mile. Honestly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I hear you. All right, so it's match day, right? So match day, you make weight. Let's start with that. You step off the scale. What are you eating?
It's different. If you were to ask me that sophomore year, I'd chug everything and eat everything. But last year was pretty simple, just some basic electrolytes, Pedialyte or like liquid IV. And I like to eat bacon, egg, and cheeses. And
Before a match?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the protein, a little bit of carbs and something light. And I'll just fuel like maybe like a bagel in between matches. But other than that, it's pretty basic.
Okay. So you eat. What kind of a routine do you have in between the time to eat and the time that you're, the varsity kids, go to Lehigh's? What's your routine?
Right away, get the energy in me, liquid IV, food, and then I try to warm up quick because I'll get a hard warm up, blow my lungs out, and then right before my match, I'll just get loose. And I like to do that, put my headphones on, just dial it in.
What's in the headphones?
Honestly, I love a lot of like old rock, like 80s rock.
Really?
Jazz rock. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. See, that's your parents rubbing off on you.
Yeah, my
in the
dad.
cars, long car rides, right? Yeah. Yeah, that is so true because same with my son. I think any dad can say it. You go on those 2-3 hour car rides.
Yeah.
I'm driving. I'm listening to my music.
Yeah.
And you grow up to it.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what would be your favorite 80s?
Ooh, I love this. So I'm a big Led Zeppelin guy.
Really?
Love Zeppelin.
That is so cool.
My dad's a big Beatles guy, so that rubs off on me a little bit. And yeah, those are my main two before a match. Like Beatles, calm, Led Zeppelin a little harder.
So Armani McCann listens to the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. That's interesting. Yeah. That's fascinating, actually.
Yeah.
So remind me to add that music to our little trailer when we make the trailer. It's pretty cool. Oh, you don't like the Beatles?
I love the Beatles.
I'll handle copyright. Don't worry about it. All right, so you got some Led Zeppelin or some Beatles pumping through the tunes. It's all good. Now, is the staff over at Liberty, are they big on Armani, I'll use this weight hypothetically, I need you to make 38, but you're going to wrestle 44. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I trust my coaches 100%. So like a lot of times last year, they'll be like, hey, just make 38. If it comes up, we could bump you up. Last year, I was fine with that. My sophomore year would really make me mad because I'd cut 12 pounds and then they'd put me up. But as I mature and I see how it could benefit the team, I'm a big team guy now. I'm okay with it.
Have you ever lost a match bumping up?
I have. Not much. I don't think I had all this year, but definitely my sophomore year went down, cut weight, and bumped up. And it, makes me frustrated.
I hear you. I hear you. What was the reason you lost because the kid was bigger, or you just didn't wrestle well that day?
A little bit of both. Also being a little less immature, mentally weak, like, feeling sorry for myself, thinking the cut should affect how I wrestle when it really shouldn't. Stuff like that.
Okay. Who did you idolize? What high school wrestlers did you idolize growing up? Do you remember?
So honestly, Ashnall, because my uncle was his coach. I love Ashnall.
And your uncle was?
Kevin McCann.
Kevin McCann, okay.
Plainfield, yeah. Ashnall, a lot of the Jackson guys I would always look up to, like, I would go to, as a little kid, be in the rec program, go to the Jackson matches and just like looking at them like they're superheroes.
Of course, yeah. That's awesome. Now, were you into college wrestling when you were a kid?
Yeah, slightly. Like, when I was little, I would watch a lot of Nick Suriano. When he first got to college at Rutgers, I love Nick Suriano, Jersey guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Okay. So did watching those kids, was that a motivating force in you as a little kid? Like, did you want to be those kids?
Yeah, I think they just look tough and like they look like
so old, right? And so big,
so strong. Yeah, I wanted to be like that for sure. And they just all look like good people. Like I wanted to kind of be like them.
Okay, I love it. So you talked about your weight cutting early on in your career and stuff, and I don't know if we were on camera or before camera, but you said your weight was ballooned up 12 pounds. No, we talked about it. Yeah, your sophomore year. 12 pounds. So that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
After weigh-ins and competing. What adjustments did you make to not do that again?
So, my sophomore year, I came in like 37 and they wanted me to make 20. We had like guys under me or below me, so it was rough. And I would get down to like 30, like just naturally. And then it was still a 10-pound cut of water. Like, I don't know. And I wasn't smart with it. I would get big after weigh-ins and come back down.
Of course, it's common.
But this year, like, my coaches were like, hey, we don't want to do that last year. You weren't yourself. So if you feel like you don't have to cut weight, you're going to have to work harder. But if that means you wrestle better and you're happier, we support you. Like,
okay. Do you do or do not have a nutritionist?
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
Yeah. My coach, he was a D1 college wrestler, so he knows a lot about like that kind of stuff. He helps us out with like a weight management program. Like he sends it out every year. But I just kind of do my own thing now. And whatever I think feels right for my body and I put in my body, I'll just go with it. Yeah.
All right. So what's your favorite shitty food to eat?
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
100% Chipotle. Wawa, can't go wrong. Always.
Wawa.
Yeah.
Well, I used to love Wawa's. This is the season too. They're gobbler bowls.
Yeah.
Oh,
100%.
I cannot imagine being a wrestler. Right before the season starts, you're just chowing down gobbler bowls.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, anything else you want to say about your dad's business? Because here's a good chance to, plug it. And
I'll plug it. I mean, Inner Power Martial Arts and how you guys should check it out. It's great. Good culture there. Very good people come out of there. And I just want to say I'm very grateful for like the facility there. Like it's a great, like almost like this, but it's like almost like a wrestling room. It's an MMA gym kind of. And I have 24-hour access to it. If I wanted to go wrestle at 2 a.m. with, some of the guys from my team, I can.
That's awesome.
I have a key there. Like I'm just very grateful for like that facility.
And Led Zeppelin's blasting through the speakers.
100%.
Armani, listen, man, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Good luck this year. We'll be following you. All right.
100%.
Attention, wrestling fans, parents, and future state champs. This is your podcast. We're shining a light on the toughest high school New Jersey wrestlers and coaches who are building warriors one takedown at a time. Follow us, like, and subscribe on your favorite platform. Doesn't cost you anything, but it goes a long way to support the show. Don't just watch the journey, be part of it.